that we have to discuss before I get into the real stuff that's important.
No, it's not important. You are telling me that what snafu
Shoot,
and
I have
you're telling me that snafu and snow are not important, and we have bigger fish to fry. No, we haven't exposed them. No, and you're coming down on Kate for asking questions. What?
word as truth. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Now, let me start this from the beginning because he's about to end it.
You do you go on OTW
Yeah. I'm mad, T Reigns.
platform.
I don't
You know,
align
a lot
with
of
you
people.
and any of what you just said.
Don't tell me you're surprised. Don't tell me
Here
you're
we go.
surprised that Snow was trying to
Okay, so let me back this up a little.
chat. Hey, Tariq, you are Chinese. Somebody got a panel and say, "Hey, Tarek, are you really Chinese?" So what I'm trying to say is, if you believe at all in what Snap says in the chat, that means you are not. There's no way it's
Okay.
so. Kate, please, nothing against you. To make sure, I will put the information. Access will channel will be in jeopardy because, as you see, Access, myself, and Mad Mystics and other behind the scenes are coming after every fucking channel that lies, and we're gonna expose it. So when I say coming, make sure I put it in the right context. To make sure, I will put the information, Access will do as well, and others, to show you how much they're fucking lying. To show you can decide for yourself. I'm not here to give you either way. I'm just gonna show you what I see, and you can decide. If you're not convinced, then I don't know what to tell you. Go on there, go on the gossip channels, go on everything. But everything is being recorded. Everything's documented. Like Smith who says, he keeps saying it repeatedly. Oh, it's all documented. Like anybody gives a fuck. It's a public platform. You dumb moron. Stop trying to brainwash people. So, Kate, please, nothing against you. Don't let these people get to you, and don't come up and promote unintentionally, right? Snap bullshit. Yesterday, you probably gave him about half an hour of BS that we had to address, so you can understand that's what he's trying to do. Like you guys, like if Snap says in the chat, "Hey, Tariq, you are Chinese." Somebody got a panel and say, "Hey, Tarek, are you really Chinese?" So what I'm trying to say is, if you believe at all in what Snap says in the chat, that means you are not. There's no way it's a mind intelligent mind issue, brain issue. Come on, Kate, you've been around. You know pretty much the entire platform. You know a lot of people. Don't tell me you're surprised that Snow trying to agitate you somehow. Like it's a surprise. Okay, it's not a surprise. What happened yesterday? We gave Snow about 20 minutes of fucking content, right? And what happened? Snow made a video about who? About who, Kate? She made a video about me mainly and called you out. And she also had a video. Do you see what they're doing here? They're going to keep it looping. So next time, Snafu, Snow, any of these idiots says anything about you, just ignore it.
It's interesting.
That's how you make him go crazy.
You know what's interesting is this is the first comment that's popped up. And I've been commenting all on this video. And look, I've been commenting all on this video and none of my comments popped up. Not a single one. And I was like, drop the link, because I don't agree with what he's saying. So we like, don't entangle me on what your optics and what you have planned on and what you think a long time to reveal an entity and all this. And we're supposed to do this. Like, you're not the ringleader here, Tariq. Like, I just want to let you know, like, I don't know, like, I'm going to let people come on my channel, Snafu, whoever wants to come on my channel and ask questions in my chat log. I don't have to put them on panel. I'll do it if I want. But the thing is that you run your channel how you do, and you're running your operation and what you're doing, how you run it. I'm watching that you keep saying that you're calling out Snow, which you're not doing anything of that sort. And you haven't called out Snafu. So those two people that you think that have already been called out, you're cray, because they haven't. And I know, because I have all kinds of information. Okay? So let's not play.
Ignore it and you will fail. They'll have nothing. Then we focus on the stuff that's really important instead of you all looping on Snafu and Snow and some other people that are involved with him. I told you before, those people have been exposed. If you people can't see it for now, I don't know what to tell you. You do you, go on OTW, go enjoy the drama, go on fucking polls, whatever. But actually, at least OTW the past couple of days, he had no drama, thank God. And he had some good, subjects. Now, is that temporary? Or we'll see. But this is what I'm trying to tell you, Mrs. Kate. please next time don't do this. I couldn't talk so much on Mystics because it's not my channel, and I was trying to respect her channel and what I can say on there. But this is exactly what you did yesterday. By you coming up there and like, you know, being warrior and all that, and acting like you don't know how snow is or snafu and taking their word as truth, it's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. So please next time don't let it get to you. I wish you well. And as I said yesterday, they can never say that you are somehow promoting me to push James Munder's videos. I have you blocked privately and off the chat, not off the chat, off the StreamYard. All right, for a reason, okay?
Yeah, because she asked questions.
I have a reason why I have you blocked.
Because she asks questions. She ruffles feathers. Like me. We're asking questions. We're dot connectors. They don't like that. They don't like what I'm about to ask. We're gonna go over exactly what Kate was talking about yesterday, because that's what I was gonna do today anyways. This was on my list today of to-dos. So yeah, so when they're wanting to shut down what Kate brought to the table, it's not gonna happen, because we're asking questions, because that's a relevant question when somebody makes a threat like that and it's putting it out there. So no, he's not threatening Kate. He's simply censoring her, because they all want to censor her because she's asking questions and they all fear her. Why do they fear her? You got to ask yourself, why do they fear somebody asking questions? What do they have to hide?
Okay, so shall I be understanding here? There's things I'm doing. There's people working to put this entity down for all the bullshit they're trying to do. It will take a lot of time, a lot of work and patience, and also you just have to be patient. And again, yesterday, for example, Access went live. All the cowards didn't show up. It's kind of weird how a Satanist, and then you get the truther community that claim to be truthers, like Paul, like OTW, even though he's nothing like Paul in terms of what he knows, and other people, and they won't get up on Mr. Access's channel. Why is that? Why is it they're so fast to get on Cages, and then Cages puts the video private because he's a dumb fuck. He fucked up so much that day. He had to put it on private because it would go totally against him what he did and said, which is fine, Cage. This is your own channel. That's why you shouldn't talk much. You're a dumb fuck.
You guys should have been recording.
You do nothing.
You guys should have been recording.
But here's the thing: none of these people will get up to Access's channel and fucking have that conversation. At least,
okay,
right?
hold up.
But they're fast.
Hold up. Hold on a minute. I've lost my camera and I'm trying to get it back to where it needs to be. Oh, I lost my train of thought there because my camera went flying as I was trying to get out my message. So let me rewind that part so I can remember what I was going to say. Damn it. God damn it. Shit. This thing's all fucking twisted. Oh my God. Now all my speakers. Yeah, you know why? Because this shit is just outrageous, and they're going to try to propagate something that it's not, and we're going to turn the whole scenario. And no, we're not doing that. Like, listen, no, we're not doing that. Like, I'm going to do me, continue to do me. Nope. Like, I don't know what they're trying to say here, but it's like, this shit's outrageous. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Well, that if you didn't like that Cage put his video down, then maybe you should have been a better journalist or a spy or an agent and got your ass busy on your fucking phones or your computers and recorded that shit since you guys were on that panel. What the fuck is wrong with you dudes? Lazy? Just saying. Yeah, I'm in a mood because I'm in a mood to fucking call your bitch asses out. Pissed.
Here's the thing: none of these people will get up to Access's channel and fucking have the conversation, at least, right? But they're fast to get up on Cages, Tommy's, anybody else's. Okay? Now, try to understand why. Try to understand why. That's what I'm saying to you. Moving forward, Pandora Revelation, which I'm sure that's Sashana. The comment that you put on my channel, I'm sure it's erased. Can't find it anymore. I wonder why you took it away. I wonder why Sean O'Connor took the comment away that stated in there, right? That stated that, hey, Tariq, you better file now, not just file now, a restraining order against Bad Apple Media, or you're going to end up like James Munder. And then repeatedly saying now, like an order, right? Like an order. Just like somebody else that told me now, you better apologize to Gigi. I'm not naming the person's name, but they know who they are. You better apologize to Gigi. Do you see the words they're using here? Better. Demanding. Tactics.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Venus always used those tactics just like Monty. I want an apology. Apologies. They want apologies. Monty wants people to apologize to them. Same thing with Venus. Oh, nobody apologized. Mystic did apologies. These bitches want apologies. Are you out of your fucking minds? So yeah. So let's go back to what he just said.
But they know who they are. You better apologize to Gigi.
Yeah, who said that? You better apologize to Gigi, because that sounds like something that they would say to me. And that sounds like a Venus tactic, like a money tactic. You better do this or else. And then I didn't know that Pandora Revelations wrote that in your on one of your videos, Tariq or Tarek. The thing is that that's what Kate was talking about. But that conversation wasn't with you. So she said that in reference to, again, you don't want to be James Mundered out. That's all Kate was bringing up yesterday. And you guys got all cray about it. And I was like, wait a minute. That's why I was like, no, she's not talking about that. She's talking about this. You guys got all cray. You guys are in your feelers for some reason about Kate. And I know that.
You see the words they're using here? Better. Demanding. Tactics. Also, I'm not going to even start with Snow. Snow had a huge fall on you. Don't worry. When the time comes, all your garbage nonsense.
Yeah,
all your,
right.
Call ICE and go knock on his door, pump up Bad Apple Media to have his neighbors. Oh, make sure you tell the neighbors his channel. All of it's documented. So your turn will come. Don't worry. Okay? So this is what I want to say, just about the garbage shit that we have to discuss before I get into the real stuff that's important. On YouTube. So, as you know, I last week or so played, and it kind of showed you Patrick David, the guy that claimed that the Dearborn Heights Police had a, Officer Shield in Arabic and English. And I showed you also the airport that he's lying in Dearborn. I even went and showed you that, they're not all Sharia law covered and all the bullshit. Well, there's another person that Patrick David now is promoting on his own channel. And that person his channel is called The Fallen State, Jesse Peterson. So give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'll play some music for a second. And we're going to go over this hypocrisy. We're going to go over what are these people trying to do in this country.
I can tell you that there's some weird, crazy shit going on. They're talking about some wild shit, like what might go on. Like there's some threats. There's some major threats going on to our country, and it's from the people. And whether it's a psyop or not, or what's going on here, but I just came across something earlier that they said that we're having people like Al Qaeda threats and things on that campus. Like there's some wild shit going on. So they're stirring the pot with all the mainstream, lamestream channels and media. So again, false flag, war down in Venezuela, all of that. So, I'm gonna share this. I don't know how I'm gonna share it because there's content what he's sharing here.
Her by force and brought her back to Christianity, converted her by force.
I'll pause it there for a second. I'll pause it there. Here's the thing, right? He said two things here I need to address, right? He said that this one about the woman that, she was a Muslim and then she was forced by a church in Egypt to go back. They forced her, got her, and forced her to change her religion, right? That's a hearsay. Just another statement that has no merit, no validation.
It happens all the time.
Again, people could lie. I'm just showing you what they are saying on here. And for him to say...
Okay. I see women being converted all the time in my area. Okay. White, black, something in between, Hispanics. I've seen all three cultures be radicalized. Okay. And I've witnessed it in my area. And I've witnessed it almost on another YouTuber that it almost happened to her. And then we woke her up, and she woke herself up, but she started listening and seeing what was up. So no, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to question. I want to ask Tarek some questions because I'm concerned. Because hey, listen, I'm concerned. Like, I am going to ask him questions. Like, I need to ask him some questions. Because I only know him as a YouTuber and what he's told us, but I haven't asked him hardcore questions like, who do you support? Do you not support these organizations? I mean, just so we have it on record, because, we're living in crazy times. And remember, I'm a journalist and I'm being targeted. They've labeled me as an anti-Semite. They've labeled me as a terrorist because I'm on panel with people in multiple cultures, and I am a constitutionalist. So, yeah.
When the guy was asking, are Christians allowed to, for example, have this dialogue, whether it's on the internet or in person, but I'm assuming we're speaking on a metaverse in Islamic country about, different, religions, not theirs, right? So he is correct on that, but depending on the country. If you go to Lebanon, for example, right, it's a very, very mixed cultural type of people. So there's a lot of Christians. Even people think it's all Muslims. No, it's like 50% or 40% Muslims, maybe 30 or 40 Christians, and Kurds and other, different ones. In Lebanon, for example, anybody can speak about whatever they want on the internet, and it could be either way, right? Nobody's going to get hurt, or, oh my God, nobody's going to get anything happen to them because they said, hey, your religion is wrong. No. Now, if you go to Saudi Arabia, with Trump, best friends, the prince himself, if you go over there and a Christian man tries to do that, he'll be violating the Sharia law and probably put to death. So that is true. So that's the hypocrisy here. That's what I'm trying to show you. Even the Muslim Lantern, he's being truthful, and sometimes I believe you can decide for yourself. From my perspective, I'm going to call out what I believe is not true and true. And besides that, let's play it and you'll see more.
You call a Muslim country, right? So the answer to your question, as I said, depends on the country. Ideally, in an Islamic state, no, because Christianity is false and Islam is true.
But I happen to know that the Christians are under, because I know some Christians over there, and they are under serious attack by Muslims.
That's
in
a
those
lot.
Countries over there. So,
have you heard of the fallacy of my friend said so, therefore it's true?
what?
Have you heard of a fallacy called my friend said so, therefore it's true? What you just told me is a personal experience of unknown, anonymous individuals, right? I cannot validate or invalidate that. I can just say, okay, I've got some Muslims. By the way, Muslims are being persecuted in non-Muslim lands. That's a fact, right? For example, here in this country, they say love is love, isn't it? And they allow you to do all of this rainbow stuff because love is love. But they say to you, as a Muslim, you cannot marry more than... Yeah, I agree with you. But then they say you cannot marry more than one wife. So if love is love, why are you stopping a Muslim by law to marry more than one wife?
So let me ask
we are being
persecuted
question.
Here. I want to get to that, but let me ask this really fast and fast answer. So Muslims do not allow Christians to go over there and convert other Muslims to Christianity.
But the Vatican doesn't allow.
How would you feel if they told you in London, you know what, you got to go away, you can no longer try to convert Christians to Muslim? Would they be right for that, or would they be wrong to do that?
These magic books made writing practice fun for kids. The ink disappears literally after 20 minutes.
Commercials. But I'm going to pause it after the commercial. So I'm going to pause it for one reason. This guy's trying to push the narrative, Mr. Jesse here. oh, would the Christians be allowed to go over there and do that? He just explained to you that in certain countries, no, it's not allowed because they don't want division, right? They don't want to happen what's happening here in this country now, where you got leftists, you got progressive, you got Republican, conservative, they're all fucking fake. Everybody's trying to divide everybody. Besides the YouTubers are all making false claims and trying to divide people as well. So in certain countries like Iran, for example, even China or certain, I'm sure whatever their rules are, they're not going to allow at all in certain these countries for anyone to try to, make their community or religion or their system to be infiltrated by anybody, Christian, Jews, it doesn't matter, right? And I'm sorry, I got kicked real quick, but I'll play it.
To be right on that.
Absolutely, it'd be their right. It's their country.
It's
your country. It's your laws, right?
Yes, that is true.
Now?
I'm saying it's your country. It's your laws.
Right.
So you can determine what to do in your country. Yeah.
And
so just like I'm here, I'm legally not able to. Just like I'm legally not able to marry more than one wife here, and I'm following that because that's the law in the country, right? Even though I don't agree with it. So they can do certain things that I don't agree with, but I'll follow it because it's the law.
And so the law of the Muslims that you can have more than one wife?
Yeah, the law of the Muslims and Christians and Jews, yes.
But what's the purpose of having more than one wife?
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there for a second. Now you can see also the agenda played right there, right there. He's Jesse, this guy, almost 1 million subscribers, promoted by Patrick David, right? That means they all know each other, and I'll show you later how they know each other. He's asking how could that be? How could somebody why would somebody want to marry more than one wife in the Islamic religion? Why is it allowed? When everybody, like these people know, like Jesse knows exactly what Muslims are. I'm sure his PR people, the people in the back, told him to ask the specific question because he's leading to something else. You'll see his point as we go along. Now I'll play it. Sorry, hold on. Let me press play.
Of course, having more progeny, having more children in populating the society. Also, the fact that men desire variety while women are not the same. They're happy with one individual, one person. So there are many reasons you can put, but generally Allah Azza wa Jalla allowed it. Sorry?
Let me ask. In the Quran, it says that you can lie and deceive the infidel, which they call the Christians and the Jews, that you can lie and deceive them. You can pretend to be their friends. You can move into their country, not quite like that, but whatever it takes to deceive them in order to destroy them. What do you think about that?
I think about what you just said is the lie. This is what I would say. And I would challenge anyone to open the Quran or Islamic teachings where it tells us to lie. But what I would advise people to do is to open the Bible and see what Paul says, that he becomes a Jew for the Jewish person, he becomes a Christian for a Christian, he becomes an atheist for the atheist, to bring them into his faith. He says, if my lie leads people to righteousness, then why do you call me a sinner? So if you've got an issue with lying to support belief, then you should have an issue with Paul. But Islam doesn't have that belief. And I welcome that you can, right now, if you want to show me where does the Quran or the Hadith tell you to lie to further your faith.
It was in there. They didn't take it out when we started complaining about it.
So he's asking, man, this guy is out of way. Do you see how he's leading up to like this? He said, oh, are you Muslims allowed to lie and deceive to Jews and Christians? You can deceive them. This is your God. No, he just told you not. And this guy's claiming this is true on a big fucking channel. This is a true. He's trying to push the agenda that Muslims are allowed to deceive and lie to Jews and Christians. He only mentioned two. He forgot the rest. so they can deceive them and take over their country, right? That's a big lie. This guy is asking these questions, and you'll see why in a little bit, what he's leading up to. But I'll tell you from my knowledge, the only time you're allowed to have a white lie, like let's just say your country got invaded, whether it's Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Hindus, doesn't matter, by another country. And now you live in their system, and they said, if you're a Muslim, we're gonna kill you. You're done. In Islam, not in the Quran, in the Hadith, which is the interpretation, not in the Quran, to my knowledge, it says there you can lie to protect yourself and family and say, yes, I believe in Christianity, whatever it is. Not to deceive people. Do you see the difference? He's saying right here that you are lie and deceive Christians and Jews so you can infiltrate the country and do it because they want division. That's not what it says at all. That's why actually the Muslim mentor told him, go ahead, pull her up anywhere in the Quran. It does not say that. So this guy knew, he asked the question prior to that, knowing that's not true, but he asked it anyway. That's what I want you to pay attention to. He's asking questions that he already knows the answer to. And I'll play it.
The Quran has been the same. We have carbonated manuscripts since the time of the
It was
Prophet
in there
today. So
for
you can
sure.
find it in the manuscripts. By the way, even in Birmingham, they have a carbonated manuscript there, right? So you can try to find it there, right? Because that's not necessarily a Muslim country. So if it's there, please show it to me.
Do Christians and Jews as infidels?
What do you mean by infidels? It is an English word, so it's not an Arabic word. What do you mean by infidel?
Infidel meaning that they're non-Muslim and they are worthy of death.
No, we don't. We don't believe that we kill any non-Muslims. And I quoted verses of the Quran for you. Chapter 2, verse 190, chapter 2, verse 194, chapter 60, verse 8, chapter 5, verse 32. All of these are, I'm giving references of verses for people to see that this is not the case.
But how do I know you're telling the truth now, since I know
You open the
that
Quran,
Muslims are taught to lie?
you have to establish to me where Muslims are taught to lie. Can you please do that?
I just
I'm
told
gonna
you
pause
about.
it right there to
wait,
show you
wait,
what he's
wait,
doing. You see what he's doing? So he's putting it. He's laying the ground for you little by little for people that don't know anything about the Muslim land or Muslims or Christians. They just watch the channel and they think this guy's about the truth and this guy's whatever he's doing, right? He started with his first claiming that Muslims lie to deceive people and all that, right? And then he asked him a question that he just answered actually honestly, right? He said, how would I trust you when you guys are allowed to lie? So he repeatedly lied again after the guy told him, give me any verse in the Quran that says what you just stated. And he can't, right? So that's what they do. They repeatedly keep going over the whatever the narrative they want to be in a different angle. And at the end, they're getting to something higher and higher. So as we go along with this, this thing right here, you'll see where it's going to end up to. It's sad that people may believe this shit and not knowing anything about Islam or even the agenda on both sides. All right? And I'll let it play.
Difference.
In order to deceive, to befriend the Christians and Jews, in order to destroy them.
Where is the difference? Where is that in the Quran? Where?
I don't know. They may have taken it out now. It was there years ago.
You made it up. With all the
Yeah,
respect,
they did it out,
this
yeah.
is something-
I've seen it in there before.
Oh, okay.
Well,
but I
he's
did
seen
not
it.
make it up. But
Can you show me?
have one of your little Muslim friends show you. I don't know.
What a
No,
fucking
I know the
liar.
Quran. All of it from beginning to end. And there's not, if you claiming is, when I say you made it up,
I know.
I'm saying that based on me knowing the Quran. Because there's no such thing in the Quran. So if you make the claim, I believe you have to
There's
substantiate
no
your
such
claim,
thing.
isn't it?
No.
That's how the... Oh, okay. So you just make claims. Okay.
No, I'm not making.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
the
telling
best
you
thing.
what was in there. It may not be in there now. But let
Oh,
me
yeah,
ask,
they just take
Well,
out
no,
things.
you
so
just
they
never
don't
been there.
really
do
want
you
to.
agree with the Sharia law?
There we go.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to
100%.
pause it right there.
So-
There we go. Do you see where he's the whole thing? Do you see now how they're doing it? The entire premise for him from the beginning till now is to get to this, the Sharia law. right? He's painting a picture about Muslims. They want to kill Jews. They lie in their religion. The Quran said so, and Christians. And the end game here is to get to where all the Christians or the people that don't know much about Islam or they hear shit about on the main media is to make sure they hear the Sharia law, because they know the Sharia. Most people know the Sharia law, right? And now you're going to see him even lie about the Sharia law, which I don't agree with at all. All right? I'll play it.
The Sharia law is to kill people, right? Punish them and
No.
kill them if they don't
No, I
do
just
what the
answered
Muslims
again.
want them to.
No, I give references from the Quran for you to answer this point that this is not what Islam teaches. You've got a more of a brainwashed extremist idea of what Islam is that has been taught in the media. I just expect you as a person to be more well kind of acquainted that what the media says is not the truth. So whatever kind of view that a lot of Americans have today of Muslims is absolutely not true. And I would recommend people to pick up a copy of the Quran and read what the Quran actually says, instead of listening to what the media says or what is commonly told about Muslims. Actually, if you have a Muslim friend, you can look at their life, how they live their life, or you open the Quran yourself and read. That's the best, because that's the source.
Exactly.
Do the blacks and the Muslims get along in London?
Here we go.
Many,
pause it right there.
I would say I don't even know the exact stat.
I'm gonna pause it right
When you
there.
say blacks and Muslims, you're creating a separation. Only the 20%.
Do you see now how he's moving? Now what he created is his main goal was to come to the Sharia law, right? And now with this question, he's asking them, do Muslims, get along with blacks? Now he's introducing what race into it. What's the best way to start, like war or anything, people to fight with each other, is to race and religion. It's that simple. So now, because he's black, African, and he probably has a lot of, I'm assuming, he has a lot of audience that are probably black African American. He's pushing the narrative now that Muslims don't get along with blacks. And this is what kills me about some of these lies, is because the Muslims that are, the percentage of Muslims that are Arabs, right? I think it's like 15 or 20% out of the 100%. The rest is different. It could be like from Somalia, it could be Chinese. So him pushing the color situation is hilarious to me, but that's their agenda. First, to get to the Sharia law. And in the Sharia law, what do you guys do? You guys kill people? No, even though I don't agree with the Sharia law, I'll explain it real fast, is the only time somebody gets like killed, just like they do the death penalty here, right? Aren't they proposing the death penalty for the guy that shot Kirk? Just like they do the death penalty here, they do it under the Sharia law, but the Sharia law is just more strict. That means if you grape somebody, right, you may get the death penalty. Here, you go to prison for 25, 30 years, 10 years, you come out as an informant, as an agent, they let you out. Over there, they just delete you. That's where the Sharia law is very bad in terms of death penalty, which I don't agree with. And the same thing happens in almost every country. But no, he's trying to make sure he puts that agenda out there. All right, and I'll play it.
% of Muslims are Arabs. There's 2 billion Muslims in the world. Only 20% are Arabs. 80% of Muslims are not Arabs. So you have the population of black Muslims that are out there. So why are you creating this separation anyway?
I'm just wondering, because the blacks don't get along with anybody else. I just wonder.
There's full African countries that are like Somalia, for example, which is 99% Muslims. They're all black.
I'm sorry to hear that. No wonder.
Do you see how sad this is? This is sad.
Wow.
Okay, so far, no problem. It's a low blow, but I'll let it go. Okay. Yes.
Do you love white people?
Do I love white people? I love the people who do good. If they do good, then I love their goodness. If they do bad, I don't love them.
Do you do bad sometimes?
Wow.
Of course, human being.
And as a result of doing bad, it's okay for people not to love you?
Yes, if I do bad to someone, it's okay for him not to love me.
That's
But
amazing.
if I go around yeah.
Thanks for watching The Fallen State. We need your continued support.
Yeah, this is the end of this video. But
Donate to my nonprofit.
all right, I'll move this video. But here's the end of this video, right? Do you see at the end what he did?
Yeah.
First, he asked
I
them,
did.
do
Watch his
Muslims
hands.
get along with blacks, right? The Muslim answered very honestly that, hey, 20% is Arab and the rest is all different race like Malaysian, Chinese, whatever, African, Ghana. There's Muslims everywhere, right? They don't have to be Arab, right? Then what he did, he asked him the question, do you love white people?
I know.
Now, if let's just say this is not scripted, that means both of them are just playing it on the fly
Right.
and they're just speaking their mind. The Muslim Lanter should have said, I love white people, I love black people,
I know.
I love Arabic people, I love all people.
That's not what he
should have
did.
never said,
I know.
to me at least, to me, I
Yeah.
would have said it that way.
I
Now,
know.
he said it in his own way that I love people that do good and bad, right?
Yeah.
But
That was,
what that shows me
whoa.
is when he says, I love people that do good and bad, that maybe this is scripted. You know why? Because his next question was, do you do good and bad? When Jesse knows every person makes mistakes, so every person will be subjected to make some kind of mistakes, whether they're good or bad. So
Speaking of popcorn.
see how sometimes you can read between the lines? I would have answered it. I love black, Hispanic, Arabic, white, Italian, all people, satanic people, it don't matter, right? As long as they're good human beings. And even the bad ones, you shouldn't hate them because they're probably been somewhere where their life started from a bad, maybe home or bad family. I'm not sure. It could have started from a racist family. It could be a lot of different reasons. But do you see how this thing could have been scripted? And do you see the agenda here on both sides? Yes, Dominic, I seen your comment in the chat. I'm not paying attention to the chat, but I seen your comment. They're both paying, yes. That's what I'm saying. The people on YouTube now, you really got to watch out for these big players in there with big channels. They're fucking moving shit left and right, right? Now, here's another interesting video about this, the Fallen State, Jesse, what's his name, Peterson. I'm going to get another video out here and show you. I won't go through the full of it because it's a little bit longer, and show you what he did with another black African Muslim now. And you see the question he's asking them. It's fucking crazy. The agenda with some of these people, and some of these people are allowed to do this. I don't know how. Like, people are actually believing them. Hold on.
Tarek actually has a computer, I guess, now.
All right, let's play this one. I think it starts
Good.
somewhere in
He
here.
can do his own screen sharing.
Hold on. Make sure I got it right. Is the play button stuck or what? Let me see. There we go.
We live in Clown World.
When times get tough, you need to get proud. No need to look backward. Put your feet on the ground. Stand up. Stand up.
Wow.
Pogo
Welcome to the Fallen
Channel.
State. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson.
This is
Thank
an
you all so
example
much
of
for
a
being with
privately
me.
owned government
Don't
operated
forget that
channel.
you can support the Fallen State by going to thefallenstate.tv/donate or locals.com. And I do appreciate it.
I have an amazing guest today.
Look at
So
the high
get ready.
production level.
You're gonna love it. I have with me Reza.
Oh wow.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, Reza Islam. He's an activist, author, and a member of the Nation of Islam. Thank you, Reza,
Yes,
for
sir.
coming on. I do appreciate it.
Honored to be here.
And so, how did you get the name Reza?
My mother gave me that name.
Oh, you're born with it. It's not part of the Muslim thing.
No one knows. My name is Reza, so it is an Arabic name. But my mother gave me that name at birth because she's a Muslim as well.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
Really?
hmm
So, when you were a kid, your mother was a Muslim then.
Mhm.
So you grew up Muslim?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been a Christian, or you've always been Muslim?
Absolutely. Always been Muslim, but a good Christian is a good Muslim. Good Muslim is a good Christian.
Exactly. Oh, okay. And what is a good Christian?
One who lives according to the principles of God, of course, 10 Commandments. The word Christian or Christ specifically means one given power by God to crush the wicked, or one who is crystallized into the oneness of God. Muslim simply means one who submits his and or her will to do the will of God. So they actually don't contradict, they complement.
And do the Muslim love the Jews?
There we go.
You love the Jews?
There we go.
Yeah, true Jews, for sure.
I'm
There
sorry.
we go.
True Jews,
Pause
yes.
it right
So
there.
you love the Jews?
He didn't look too convincing.
Do you see the agenda here? Like you do a stream, and this is the stream that he did earlier. It's not like right after. It's like
Yes,
this stream and
Don.
that stream, they're far apart. Do you see the question he's asking again? Do Muslims love the Jews? Right?
I know, right?
The Jews. All right, and then he asked him, "Do you love the Jews?" After he told him a Muslim would be a good, a Christian would be a good Christian, a Muslim would be a good Christian, like he explained. And actually, this guy, even though he's like a Furkan guy, you know, from the what do you call them? He's Muslim, but he doesn't follow like the Sunni Shia, the big sectors. But he's actually very educated. He answered this question pretty well. Let's play it.
And I thought Farrakhan didn't like the Jews. He was like blood-sucking Jews, and he was blaming them for everything. Is that true or not?
Oh, no, that's the separation between who are the true Jews and those who say they are Jews and are not. Same thing Jesus said in the book of Revelations 2:9 and Revelations 3:9, where he said, I know thy works. And when he's talked about specifically, he said, those who say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. So there's a separation. It's like saying a Christian and a Muslim. Christians who do good things, those are Christians, but people go out killing, murdering, and raping, and they say it's in the name of Christ. That's not a Christian. Same thing with Muslims. They can't claim to be a Muslim or a part of Islam. A Jew who does things that are evil, wicked, and goes against the principles of Judaism can't call them Jews either. So it's a way of separating people who don't properly represent the belief system.
Oh, I see. Let me just, and I don't want to get into the Jew thing because I can go all day. The Jew thing, I'm confused by.
Oh, okay,
So
understood.
we have so many different kind of Jews now. I don't know who the real Jew is.
Understood.
But let me ask: are the white Jews in Israel the real Jews?
Not according to bloodline.
And meaning what? In short, meaning what?
In short, basically those who would be converted or converted to Judaism. So specifically those who are there now are the ones who came from Europe. You're talking about Poland, you're talking about different parts of Germany, those who came over in the 1940s who were brought over, they were given access to go to different parts of Africa. They were invited, but they went into that area or that nation known as Israel or specifically Palestine. So these are white people from Europe, Poland, Germany, and other places who went into that part of the land known as Palestine. That's in short.
Your body doesn't heal in 24 hours. So is Nubia rushing the process? What makes it different from the...
And so these blacks that are calling themselves black Jews,
Hebrew
Wow.
Israelites.
Israelites and all that,
Yep.
are they tripping or are they real Jews too?
Oh, I believe according to what they're reading in the Bible, based off of what they know to be true, according to the words of God in the Bible, that they will qualify to be the chosen people, true Jews, Hebrew Israelites, etc. Which again,
Good
it's
answer.
a lot, like you said, there's a lot that goes into this. So you'll hear Hebrew, you hear Hebrew Israelite, you'll hear Jew, you'll hear Jewish, you'll hear all of that. But when it comes to those who are white, Caucasian from Europe, who call themselves Jews in that area known as Israel specifically, are not biblically specific when it comes to who are the true Hebrew Israelites, because now you're talking about bloodline, and bloodline goes into who are the original people from God. That is talking about Hebrew Israelites. That's a bloodline circumstance. People, when it comes to Judaism or in Israel, that's a cultural circumstance. And now you're getting into what is known as Zionism. Now you're getting into Theodore Herzl. Now you're getting into the Balfour Declaration. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. But so no. In short, no. But you should learn about the Ethiopian Hebrew Israelites, those in Africa, the true Hebrews.
Those.
Oh yeah,
the Ethiopian.
Yeah, there's
Israel,
mix
I went
in
to
everything.
Israel and I met those, and I believe that they are the real Jews, because they found them over in the Jew land,
right?
And that has not, whatever that happened with that. It was an amazing story. But let me ask, what's important to you?
The truth and helping our people to live a righteous life in general across the planet.
Exactly.
And what is the truth?
The truth is
True versus
also
true. I
questions
like
that
that,
are
Don.
accurate and correct based upon what is real. Now, again, that's a general question, which is what is the truth? Are you saying from a spiritual perspective? You're saying culturally, politically? What are
Well,
you
you
asking?
said that the truth is important to you. What is the truth?
Yeah.
Well, the truth is that we
Or
have
is
to
it
live a righteous
true?
life according to righteous principles in order for us to
Is the
survive.
truth true?
That's the truth.
And how do you know that that's the truth?
Because it says in every righteous book, every holy
That's
book,
so funny.
every
Exactly.
sense of
I'm
word
gonna
that comes
pause
to
it right
logic,
there.
reason, intelligence.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Do you see what he's doing? He asked them repeatedly a question about the truth. This guy ain't stupid. These guys have certain questions. They have done this way before to make sure they get their agenda.
Oh yeah.
He asked them, "What's the truth?" It's hard to define the truth. And the guy asked him, didn't fall for it. He said, "Oh, the truth is, things that you know in real life that are true, factual, and righteous, right?" And then he asked him, "No, what does that mean to you?" And he said, "This is a general question." Then what he's trying to hint to, he's like, "Well, how do you know the truth?" What he's trying to get him to say is that based on the Islamic or the Quran, this is the truth. But he didn't fall for it. He kept it. This guy is smarter than the other guy, I believe, the Muslim Lantern, how he speaks and talks, and how he read what he's trying to get to. He made sure he did not make a division there.
Right.
And I'll play it.
Good is what needs to be done. Doing bad equals a large level of consequences that end with destruction, end with debauchery, end with an ending of civilization for humanity. We must do more positive things, more righteous things, so that we can have a righteous life, a good civilization, a good level of, or a good condition, I would say, for humanity.
And so, give me an example of doing good.
I would say loving your neighbor. I would say feeding the homeless. I would say educating children properly. I would say supporting the nuclear family, man, woman, and child. I would say not doing drugs.
Exactly.
And why do you call those things good?
Because they work and they are productive. They add to civilization, add to society. They don't destroy, they don't take away.
But I noticed that when people try to do those things, number one, they never work. And then number two, the people you're trying to perform those things with, they never get better either. They don't work. And why is that?
Well, you made a statement of falsity as a fact and then posed it as a question. So I'll say it this way. Do you believe a man, woman, and child is a nuclear family? That's a God.
I mean, he called him out there. This guy's pretty smart. The Muslim Lantern knows a lot, but this guy is really reading what he's doing here. He's fucking reading everything he's trying to get him into to say, and he's actually very smart at what he's saying. Yeah, like, oh, what is that? Oh, so having a good family, having a good job, treating people good, being righteous, not doing drugs, being good to your neighbor. And then he says, well, how does that work out for our society? Like, are you kidding me for real? I'll play it.
All the above.
God-centered family.
A married man.
Yep.
A real family is a married man with children.
Without
a
a
married
woman.
man and woman with children.
But you
That's
can't
a
have
real
children without the
family.
woman.
I'm sorry.
You can't have children without the woman.
But
Exactly.
they have to be married.
Right. So a married couple, man,
and then-
woman, and the child.
And unless they have children, let's say they didn't get married, but they don't have children, it's not a family. It's only when they have children together.
So you're saying a
agree with
married couple, man, woman, and children.
Right.
That's a family. You would say that's the proper way of doing it, right?
that? Married man, woman, too.
Cool. Okay. So I would say you said there's nothing good about any of those things that I mentioned. Not doing drugs. You said there's nothing good
What's
about that.
good about
I
not
don't
doing
get
drugs?
this guy.
Oh, you
What
live
the
up
fuck is wrong with these people? What is wrong with some of these people? like you repeatedly ask him the question again. And I'm asking the same question. Are you seeing people that don't do drugs, go to work every day, help their neighbors, be nice to people, be kind, help others, do whatever they can every day to be good people? This is not good. This is not good society. This is not good for you. What the fuck is this fucking retard trying to push? Let's play it.
Of your life, more than likely. You have a clear mind, more than likely. You are not destroying your physical body. You're not destroying society. You're not selling things to buy more drugs. You're not addicted. You're not doing things that are negative.
And you call those things good?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Definitely.
And what is a fallen state?
Biblically, a fallen state deals with Adam and Eve after they violated God's law, dealing with being naked, biting the apple, etc., disobeying God's rule. And then it pushed humanity into a condition of devilish behavior, following improper practices, breaking laws, breaking rules, etc. So right now, what we're looking at is humanity where some people are striving to do good things, positive things, living according to righteous principles, whatever the belief system is. The other side, many of them are falling for the devil's tricks. They're getting involved in, again, homosexuality, drug abuse, beating each other, raping, robbing, etc. That's the fallen state. Everyone's not in that, but in general, humanity right now, I'll say, as Minister Farrakhan said, Satan has entered into or has infected all religion and has infected all of humanity as it pertains to
all religions, all.
Now it's our decision whether or not we're going to follow Satan or not. That's the difference. We have to make that decision.
And how does one know if they're following Satan or not? How would you know that?
Anything that goes against morality, the principle, morals, anything that goes against what is good, positive for human beings, that's Satan.
Amazing. So you've never been a Christian, you've always been Muslim, right?
Carl Jung, the great psychoanalyst, he said modern people don't see God because they don't look low enough.
Absolutely. I was a Muslim, but as far as the principles that Christians believe, so do Muslims believe.
And what made you decide to go Muslim rather than Christian?
Well,
especially knowing that Christianity is the best religion on this side of heaven, what made you decide to go Muslim rather than Christianity?
Well, I wouldn't say what is the best religion, because again, it depends on who is practicing and how well they understand what their belief system is.
This guy is not
every religion has bad representatives. I just say it that way. Christianity has dealt horror to humanity. Islam has done horrible things to humanity, and so have people practice Judaism improperly, have done horrible things to humanity. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism have done very horrible things. Then again, you have some people who follow the principles who do good things as well. So therefore, we can't generalize them.
Why didn't you go Islam rather than Christianity?
Made sense. It was what I was raised part of and to be, and also in Islam, we study the Bible as well. In Islam, we believe in Jesus as well. As a matter of fact, in Islam, we are taught that you cannot necessarily be a Muslim and not believe in Jesus. It's just not the way that we were taught by white Christians who changed the reality of the Bible into a white supremacist form of behavior and thinking. It's the true understanding of who Jesus really is, what he is, who God is, who the devil is.
You don't believe that Christianity is the best religion?
There is no such thing as the best religion, except as Muhammad Muhammad said, you should do unto others as others will do unto you, or should I say, you want to do what is good for others so that others can do good things to you. He specifically said that is the best religion. But again, every religion has negatives and positives.
But of all the religions on the earth, you don't believe that Christianity is the best religion, number one religion?
How many times does he have to ask the question?
And why not?
Because of the evidence of what has been done in the name of Christ.
But
Same thing has been done. Same thing has been done.
I'll pause it right there. Do you see what he's doing again? Are people fucking awake? I'm sorry, I'm a little stressed out over this. Do you see how many times he asked him why did you pick Muslim? He told him why, and he told him exactly that all religions lie. All religions done horrible things to humanity. All religions. Then he asked him again, why you picked to be a Muslim? Then he asked him in a very good way. Then what he's trying to get to here, this guy, he keeps asking the question over and over again because he wants to separate the Christians and the Muslims. He wants them to say that the Muslims have the truth, for example, and the Christians don't. This way it creates division. But this guy's not falling for it. That's why he told them all religions. All of them. So far, based on what this guy's answering to me, he sees what he's doing. But this retard, Jesse, whoever his fucking agenda he's pushing, looks like a liberal to me, right? An LGBT guy, is pushing the division. And I'll play it.
Government obeys Christianity on human beings.
Absolutely.
No, you
Definitely,
can't.
definitely agree. But if I just go according to the book, then we have to ask some questions. Because if you, so first of all, which Bible am I reading? Am I reading the 1611, the 1611 version of it? Am I reading the Cloverdale version? Am I reading the Tyndale version? Am I reading the Catholic Bible? Am I reading? See, first of all, again, it's because when you say Christianity, then you have to go down the line of which Bible should I read, right? King James 1611. If that's the one, there's a whole lot of backward things in that Bible. Then you go to the Tyndale version. Then you go to the Cloverdale version. Then you go to the Catholic Bible. You have to know there are different
You can't base
scriptures.
Christianity on the Bible either.
How do you base Christianity?
On their belief, their knowing God.
Who knowing God?
The person who said they're Christian.
But you said we can't base it off of the people.
Everybody that say that they have been born of God have not been born of God. They just say it. You can easily
But you said we can't base the religion off the people, though.
You can't at all.
So how do we base
You would
Christianity?
know when you see it.
Know when you see it.
But
How?
let me ask you this: do you
How do we
realize
know it,
that
Jesse?
Christian? You would know it by the light in them.
The light in them. So by the
Yeah.
works. By
No,
the
not
works.
by the words, but
No.
by the light that's in them.
How do you know a
You would be
light?
able to see it, and you would know it. Now,
So
some
you just
people
see a
may
light,
not-
like or you just see the energy,
you would see the light.
see the light,
Yes,
like this light
in,
here,
in the person, even brighter than this
is
light.
brighter than that.
Absolutely.
So okay.
Christianity is the only religion that says that you must repent and be born again.
No, Islam says the same. So does Judaism.
Oh, Islam say that?
Absolutely.
What do they say about that?
Yeah, they say the same specific thing.
That you must repent
Absolutely,
and
you
be
must
born
repent.
again?
Well, specifically in Islam, it is referred to as atonement. So you must atone, which interchangeably dealing with repent, meaning you have to, one, admit that there's a wrong. Then you have to look at what the wrong was. Then you have to acknowledge it with the person. Then you have to seek atonement, forgiveness, etc. Then, of course, you must do that with God above all things. Ask God for forgiveness, mercy, etc. Islam teaches that. Judaism teaches that. Rastafari teaches that. Lots of religions teach that.
So do the Muslims believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
And sometimes it depends on who you're talking to when it comes to that.
Your
But a
religion,
prophet. In Islam, Jesus is known as a prophet.
Yes,
But not
everybody
the
knows
Son
that.
of God.
We're just
Not the
asking a
Son.
stupid
Well, not even in
question.
Christianity is Jesus the Son. All throughout the Bible, there are people who are referred to as different sons. Son here in the book of Romans, son. I believe
Well,
Ephraim
let
is
me
known as a
just
son.
ask you-
Jesus is known as a son. Abraham is known as a son.
I
All
know,
throughout
but
the
let me ask, does what now? Does your religion with Farrakhan,
Mhm.
do you believe, or does he teach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Not the son.
And why not? Why he doesn't know that he is the Son?
No, it's not what he, as far as him knowing or not knowing. If you look in the book, the Bible specifically, if we're going to say Christianity, well, the book we have to look at, which is the Bible.
Right.
And in the Bible, when you're talking about sons or the son, you say the son. Well, where in the Bible is it only Jesus? Because there are scriptures all
Well, no
over
one
the Bible.
said
That's
only
very
Jesus.
true.
Right.
But I'm
So
just
Jesus is
asking
a
you,
son for sure.
I'm asking, do you believe, does he teach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Not the only son.
I didn't ask about the only. Does he teach that he is the Son?
Not the only son.
That's not
Unbelievable.
what I asked.
You're not going to get the
No.
answer you want. He knows the
Does he
game.
teach that?
Yeah, but all I'm saying is this retard, he has as you see, that's their agenda, repeatedly asking the question over and over again in a different way, hoping that he's going to slip. But this guy, I got to give him credit. He's been on point, man. He reads what he's trying to get to. He repeatedly stood on his ground and said, not the son, there's many sons, which is true. You can even ask anybody that read the Bible or the Torah or has knowledge about that when you go even in Christianity. So this guy, his agenda today, as you see, it's so obvious, it's disturbing to me. But we'll play it.
Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
Not the only one. That's the answer.
How is that the answer? What the?
Yeah, that's the answer.
I didn't ask about the only
I love
son.
your interview style, Jesse,
So-
but that's
So
the answer.
now,
I love your interview style, but that's the answer.
the interview style. You see what he just did there? He's I love you. He's trying to tell him, dude, I know what you're doing. I love your interview style. He knows what you're doing, you fucking dumb fuck. This is what they do.
Person. And I'm talking about one person.
Mhm.
Does he teach that that person is the Son of God?
Not the only son.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay.
Does he teach that Christ was sent by God?
In senses, yes.
And what else?
Definitely. In some senses, yes.
Meaning
Absolutely.
what?
Meaning, just as every prophet is sent, for example, the Holy Quran in the Bible, but specifically in the Holy Quran, it says every nation receives a messenger, right? Specifically for one thing. But Christ, of course, was sent as the example, the living embodiment of an example of righteous conduct, behavior, etc. He was the only one. But that's why I said in senses, yes. In senses, yes. But there are other people, prophets sent as well, all throughout the Bible.
Does your religion love white people?
This is a solar generator.
That's-
It's for Patriots.
Well, after this
It's
commercial, I'm
strong
gonna
enough to run my fridge in a
Okay.
blackout.
Okay.
pause it right there. I'm gonna pause it. Do you see again the agenda people? He asked them the same question he asked the Muslim lantern. Does your religion teach to love white people? Remember, now the Muslim lantern, he asked them, do you love white people? He just phrased it different. Do you see their agenda? Please, people, wake up. Please, if you have any questions about Islam, Christianity, Judaism, anything, open the book yourself and read it and stop listening to these paid agent actors. That's all they want is division and for this country to go down. Now play it and let's see how he answered it.
Okay. No.
Sure.
I can't do any more of his panel because I have another stream starting on my channel that I started, and I guess I need to go over there. So, what was I going to say about this? There's just a lot. If you go back to the beginning of this video, Kate, I don't know if you heard this, if you're still here. Good to see everybody in chat, but Tariq went after you at the beginning of his video, and they're like coming down on you for asking questions. And it's like, no, they don't want you to ask questions. They want you to be silent. And, I don't agree with anything at the beginning of his video. So I let him know in chat, but none of my chat showed up. So meanwhile, let me just share with this. Meanwhile, while his video started, Logic Spark was over here. And then I popped over to OTW's. And guess who was attacking Logical Spark? Because OTW already ended the video, but I have the chat log. So I wanted to share with everybody see this? This is the targeting that Snafu does. And he did it to Logical Spark just a little while ago. So let's look at this chat log. So this is his attack on everybody. Okay, so let's look at it. Stop screaming like a hemorrhoid, Snafu. Because Snafu's like, time to handle some optics. I've been Spark, you're a pedophile sympathizer. Looking up your info today. No, he's not. Hey, listen, he don't even know how to hardly do any research on people. Come on. Logic, fuck off, pulling your info now. Like, these are all the same tactics he does to everybody. Like, that's why I'm pointing them out. I'll even go live and show who some of you are. You want to run your mouth? We got your records. Yeah, right. Ever heard of invasion of privacy there, Snafu? I'll show who Logic is, where they are at, and their public record. Yep, you ran your mouth. Now you're going to find out we got your info. I'll be showing a lot of optics and public records day. Shouldn't have ran your mouth. Hey, we will show exactly who you are, why you're dissing on journalists, whistleblowers, etc. Public records are public, you idiot. Invasion of public info, laugh out loud, idiots. Like you gonna learn valuable lessons. Logical spark. They weren't public, they're private. Aren't. No more nice guys, snafu. Your records are being looked at now, logic. I'll be showing you all with disclosure of some of these YouTube chatters. Public records are public for reasons. So, but these chatters who want to talk shit think their username hides them, but they're about to learn valuable lessons. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys, is that you see the tactics that Snafu is playing on Logical Spark. He does it on everybody. Like, you know, this is from this video of OTWs right here. So this was just a little while ago. So yeah, the optics are high, and I don't agree with Tariq or Tarek. I'm sorry. I always go back and forth with his name. Sorry. I'm sorry, Tarek. But yeah, I just have questions. But after you played this video, you know, I feel a little better because, like, you know, like there's just a lot of optics, and he's trying to control the optics and say, well, we're not talking about panel drama or anything or anymore. We've already exposed Snafu and Snow. And it's like, no, we haven't. No, you haven't. You've done a lousy job of exposing Snow. Like exactly. What are you doing? Like, it makes me think that you're still on their team or something. Like, we haven't exposed Snafu. What are you talking about? Like, I'm doing it right now. So you can do you, Tarek, and I'm going to do me like I always do. Like, so I'm just saying, so, you know, I'm going to continue to let Snafu run his mouth, and anybody let them run. I'm a constitutionalist channel, all my channels. So, I'm a constitutionalist, and I let people speak freely. So, even though Snafu pissed me off a lot yesterday, I wanted to erase his chats. I didn't. I think there was maybe one, and if somebody really pissed me off and they really offend somebody and it's just whatever triggers me, then I'll erase one. But other than that, I pretty much let people speak freely, and I give them opportunities to come on my panel. Now, as far as Snafu, I won't let him on panel very much anymore because there's nothing that he's going to say that's any different. He's going to go and attack women and children and people's families, so that's not happening on my panel. He can talk and chat all he wants, unless he's got something that's some apologies and some admittance to things, which that will never be. So yeah, it's not happening. So but as far as not bringing up these people and not talking about them and acting like, oh, we exposed them, no, we haven't. Sorry, Tarek, we haven't. So you can go, you know, if that's what your game plan was, is to cool the waters on everybody and then focus on big pogo channels, well, go for it, because that's not what I'm doing. No, I don't want to be even more targeted than I am. Are you out of your mind? Like, yeah, go ahead and call them out for what you want, but I'm not going after big channels. Are you out of your mind? I was already teamed up showing large channels like Marfugal, and then look where that got me, targeted. So, okay, so that's it. So basically what I was going to share on my other channel, on my other stream, is the video, and it's going to take me a minute to pull it up, of what Kate came on my panel and questioning that they got all triggered and, you know, come down on her and don't like her asking questions, and, oh, you know, like, keep doing what you're doing, Kate. Don't stop. Anyways, let me go gather my info for my new video, another video on Mad Mystic. Much love. Peace.